Clean the bowl with your sock. Opie and Anthony are back.
Thank you, Travis. Thank you. Very excited. Being a wine drinker myself, and certainly Anthony likes his wine as well.
Certainly do.
Our next guest is going to be a terrific guest.
I'm a big wine drinker. I do have the little wine cellar in the basement.
Yes, you do.
That I stock up.
Remember, Anthony, wine is a grocery, not a luxury.
What does that mean? I guess we'll find out.
Yeah, we're going to find out. It's on the front page of, on the cover, I should say, of The Essential Scratch and Sniff Guide to Becoming a Wine Expert by Richard Betts.
I'm very interested to see what his take is on that, because I think he...
His take? Take a whiff of that.
There it is.
Huh?
Because I'm
a little wordplay there for everybody.
I'm thinking maybe...
For everybody. For everybody.
Maybe not taking wine as seriously as other people do.
Of course not.
Keeping it a little fun. Is that what we're...
I think so.
We're looking at here?
Yes, about the author. That's me. Les Nose de Betts. See?
There you go. That's his nose.
Les Nose de Betts. That's his actual nose, I bet you.
Yeah.
Or we're going to find out soon. In this book, when you see this, meaning the little finger, be sure to do this, and that would be scratch.
Yes.
And then you do a little sniffaroo. About the author, that's me. I was well on my way to becoming an attorney when I stuck my nose in a particular glass of wine that would vividly recall specific memories. One sniff and I was transported to a restaurant where I could see where my wife sat, what she ate, and what she wore, all nearly 5 years earlier. Who knew a smell could do that? Thus, the JD was forsaken, and I jumped headlong into the world of wine, becoming only the 9th person to pass the master sommelier, that guy, the sommelier, whatever, exam on the first attempt, and one of fewer than 200 master. How do you say that fucking word for real? Sommelier, I forget.
What is it? How you spell it?
SOMMELIERS. He's a sommelier at the restaurant. Whatever the fuck.
Sommelier.
Some Larrys? Like if you got a couple of Larrys?
Sommelier.
That's the first page of the 10-page book, by the way.
All right.
So let's talk to Richard Betts. He's on our phones here.
But he gambles.
Very, very excited about this. Richard Betts, thanks for joining the Opie and Anthony show, sir.
Hey, good morning, guys. Thanks for having me.
Well,
no problem.
We're very excited because you got two wine guys in studio here.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Right on. I like it.
Yeah.
Right. So the book is terrific. It's a scratch and sniff guide to becoming a wine expert.
Now, this is a way to keep from, it doesn't seem very snobby. That's good, because a lot of people think wine is synonymous with snobs. This keeps it fun.
Keeps it fun for everybody.
That's what it's supposed to be.
Ah.
No snobs allowed.
No snobs allowed.
NSA.
Yeah. Good one, Jimmy.
So why write a book there, Richard?
You know, that's a good question.
Of course it is.
Oh,
of course.
You guys are full of those. I was up late one night with a friend on a ski trip and talking about, well, we had drunk several bottles of wine.
Right.
Talking about wine books.
Getting suited.
Nice.
Right.
Totally. You know, and a lot of wine
like
books have a lot to share, but they're also pretty stuffy.
Yeah.
Right?
Uh-huh. True.
If the whole ambition is to knock it off the pedestal, bring it to more people, make it fun, then why not write a scratch and sniff wine book?
Absolutely.
What better way to do it?
Yeah. I think people are under the impression that wine is kind of an expensive thing and should be held to a higher standard, you know?
Right.
Yeah, that's the absolute
What say
way
you?
to think about it. I think skip all that. You know?
Oh, okay.
Drink it out of a box, out of a can.
Oh, I love that.
Screw top bottle. Just, hey, if it makes you feel good, you should do it.
Some people say that the year matters. Some people say it doesn't. Comment?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it depends on the wine. But yeah, it's an agricultural product, and right now California's in a drought, so it's not going to taste like it tasted last year.
Oh, man.
So,
Is it true you don't have to spend a lot of money on a bottle of wine?
it's totally true. You got $10 in your pocket, you can be happy.
I find the more expensive wines, for the most part, are the better tasting wines. That's just me though.
That's all.
You're buying labels, sir.
No,
Tell him, Richard. He's buying labels. God damn it.
You're buying happiness. Do what you want to do.
Man.
I mean, like, no one tells you what to have for dinner, right? You choose that.
Well, it all depends on, if you're married, then the boss tells you,
Oh, man.
Hey, Richard,
right?
it's all about the oak barrel, isn't it?
Well, if it's aged in an oak barrel, it can be all about the oak barrel. But yeah.
And hey, we got a Harlem Globetrotters guy outside the studio.
Oh, what's he doing?
Waving him in?
He's spinning a basketball.
Meadowlark Lemon.
No, Meadowlark.
No, it's not Meadowlark Lemon.
Died. It was he passed. He passed away about 2 weeks ago.
What happened there?
You did? I didn't know that.
It was a really weird thing. It was an armed robbery / car accident. It was a very, very big piece of news.
It's terrible.
You didn't hear that, Richard?
No, I didn't.
You hear that? What wine do you drink
we try
with
not
a
to joke
tragic
about that.
death?
Well, I got to say, the Harlem Globetrotter guy is a bit desperate. He's walking up and down the hall hoping someone is going to notice that he spins a basketball well and invite them into their studio, and so far there's no takers.
Well, it worked. Sam couldn't wave him in fast enough. Old helicopters arm Roberts.
Yeah. Sir, did you ever see the Columbo with the wine episode with Donald Pleasance?
I did not. Tell me about it.
It's where he's going, you are the Duke of New York. You're a number one.
It was a good one. He owned a vineyard. And he made wine, and his brother wanted to sell the vineyard to, like, this company that just puts out, like, crappy wines at quantity to make money. And the other guy didn't want to do it, so he locked his brother in the wine cellar and turned off all the ventilation. He dies.
Fuck.
Then he comes back and threw him in the water with his scuba gear on.
Right.
On the guys that he's, the people are going to think he drowned.
Right.
Oh, I like it.
Columbo got it.
Yeah, they always figure that shit out,
But
man, right?
yeah, because Columbo figured out that the ventilator was shut off in the wine cellar because the wine went bad.
There you go.
And also, there was a wine bottle in the man's hiney.
Right. There.
Got a live one on the phone.
Watch it.
Yes. So why the book? I wasn't really paying attention. So you were skiing with your buddies, you had a bunch of wine, and then what happened?
We're just talking about wine books in general, and he's like, so we're having a good time. He's like, you got to share this information. Like, how do you get this out there and scale it, right? And, Chris is good at thinking like that. And he's like, you got to do a book. I was like, I don't have anything to contribute to the stodgy old wine book canon
Obviously.
as it stands, So I want to do something fun if we're going to do something. And
right.
bat around a bunch of ideas, but when Sniff fell on the table, we're just like,
and why did you decide 10 pages is perfect for a book?
Oh.
Why does it have to be long?
Right.
You know what?
Exactly.
Why does it have to be long? I mean, look.
What a great answer.
My job isn't to take up your time. My job is to make you smile.
Exactly.
And I do that by helping you understand.
Brian Regan talked about it.
Well, you should be fired.
Brian Regan talked about a great book called The Clock, and that wasn't a long book either.
Right.
I got a question.
TikTok.
Does the bouquet? What goes into making something the bouquet? Like, how does the bouquet become the bouquet? Like, they always say the bouquet is that the smell.
Stop saying that.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, the smell.
Because if it's a bouquet, where's the flowers? Shit about it.
I would think.
Found a friend.
I would think because of the importance of the nose of a wine, that is what inspired you to do the scratch and sniff.
Richard, can I correct Anthony? It's not the nose, it's le nose. Le nose de bête.
Oh.
Just proving that I read your book, sir.
Oh.
It took me 5 minutes.
Oh.
What is this? What's the word?
Sommelier.
Yeah, what is that?
Is that how you say that word?
That's how you say that word. It's basically someone that's committed themselves to wine and are there to make it easy for you guys.
Right.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well.
All right, so we scratch and sniff. I don't understand the scratch and sniff thing.
Yeah, how do we use this book, sir?
Yeah, I'm still confused. You wrote a very brief wine book, and you could scratch some stuff and sniff it, right?
Yep, that's very true. I wrote a very brief wine book that'll teach you everything you need to know about what you like.
That's
how
it.
You like it.
Okay.
You should take it home to your boss and see what she likes, and then make her happy tomorrow.
Oh, man.
My mother always said the lady runs the house, Chipper.
Good one,
Damn.
Chip.
Even when the man pounds her into the sheets proper.
Yeah.
There you go.
Of course he likes chili.
There you go. A boxed wine. Is it worth even getting a box of wine?
Totally.
Because
Absolutely.
I've had my experiences with boxed wine.
Yeah, there are some good ones out there.
No, there can't be.
There sure can.
You're
There
insane.
absolutely
A plastic fucking bag in a box.
are. Totally. A lot of wines in a bottle were in a plastic bag or a plastic jug at one point before it got stuck into a glass bottle.
Yeah, but
See that part of its life.
But if it's a twist off, you know, you don't have any class.
I'd rather drink out of a plastic bag hanging on someone's hip.
Sure.
That's intense.
That's how. That's funny. That's how you drink. That's how I have stew.
And a nice red does go with stew. What do we do? A little Merlot? What do you drink with stew?
You got to go Cabernet with stew.
Cab?
Tell him, Richard.
Depends on what Stu likes.
Yeah, well, that's true.
You got to drink whatever you like. You drink after you, right?
See, this guy's no rules. He's fucking crazy.
You're throwing out the rules.
rules.
Throwing out the rule book and replacing it with his scratch and sniff book.
One of the things that in the scratch and sniff book for 8-year-olds is the bacon.
Yes, the bacon.
I'm scratching the bacon right now. Okay.
Yep.
No, you smell the book, not your finger.
Exactly.
Yeah, you smell the book.
Then it just smells like wine with anus.
Do you? Do you?
Doesn't really smell like bacon on that.
What?
one.
What does it smell like?
Like
Guys, next time
plastic.
he holds up the book, just smack the book.
Oh, shit, no.
Man, this guy don't play.
My mother's friend did that. Lamar held up Jet and said, "Smell this," and then I did, and I felt his fist hit me in the face.
Well, it should have.
You don't play and I don't play, sir.
That's it.
That's what I do.
Damn. Now go home and get your fucking scratch and sniff book.
I'm sure it's the best.
There you go.
Exactly.
All right.
Anyway.
I you know what? I like a good Shiraz.
Yes.
Oh, do I like a nice spicy Shiraz? What's your opinion on those?
Dude, I dig them.
Yeah, huh?
Yeah.
Yep, a lot of Australian Shiraz.
Yeah.
What is his? What's the name of the book?
Oh no.
Let me see here. The name of the book. It's The Essential Scratch and Sniff Guide to Becoming a Wine Expert.
Do you think it's going to work for you?
It's working for him. You almost done reading it over there?
Absorbent pages.
Yeah, oh god, it stinks. Not the book, sir. There's an aroma wafting up here that is not in your scratch and sniff book. Yeah, there we go.
Richard, you want to take some questions?
Oh, we got some callers. A lot of our listeners.
Give me another book.
Very excited. Very excited to learn a little bit about wine.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
All right. Let me. All right. I'm just. You know what? For some reason, we don't know what they're going to ask. Unfortunately, so let's just start from the top.
All right. We'll go.
I see it's Jason though. Jason in Akron. Jason, what's going on? You're on with Richard Betts, who has a fantastic wine book.
Hi, Richard. I was wondering if you double as the leprechaun for the Denver Broncos.
Huh?
No, I don't. It sounds like a fun thing to do, though.
Oh.
Oh, it's very fun.
Why would you say that, Jason?
He sounds gay.
What?
Whoa. Well, I don't even think
Are leprechauns gay?
I don't think anybody's sexuality has any bearing on anything in this situation, sir. And
Liking wine doesn't make you gay, sir.
I'm personally offended by that phone call.
Richard, I'm sorry.
Don't worry about it.
Sorry, Richard. Obviously,
It's
the
all right.
story you
It's all right if you're gay. It doesn't
the
matter.
story you
We don't
told
care.
about you and your buddy drinking wine and coming
we
up
don't
with
care.
the book. We don't care about your lifestyle. That's fine.
Right.
That's fine by us.
I
Absolutely.
appreciate your consideration.
All right. That's
Yeah.
fine. Let me go to Dr. Steve in Tennessee.
Oh.
Dr. Steve.
Yeah, I make my own wine, usually in my bathtub. I wring it out my own ass hairs. I was wondering if Richard knew of any other fluids that might make a good bouquet.
Say.
You should just take a whiz while you're in there, man.
Like Opie.
What are you talking about? What the fuck?
I had a question. I'm looking on Amazon, Richard. I'm seeing that George Wendt, who's a sad drunk, has a book that's 240 pages, and yours is only 10.
Yeah.
How do you explain that?
I don't know George, man.
That was Norm from Cheers. Remember Cheers?
Now, Richard.
Yeah.
Richard,
Yeah,
I'm gonna get you back on track though, because I'm sure they don't use ass hairs in wines, but what are some of the other unusual things they do put in wine?
Yes,
See how I
yes.
fucking bring this back to
You
center
did
for
bring it
everybody?
back.
Thank you.
Saved
Well
that
done.
call.
Lots of bugs, lots of snakes, all kinds of anything that lives in the vineyard can very frequently end up in the wine. So
Really?
People. Oh yeah, totally.
Wait, so there's wines that absolutely have snakes in them?
Oh yeah. So think about like that bottle of Shiraz you were drinking a minute
Yes.
ago.
Right.
If you paid like $6 for it and it came from Australia,
Right.
it probably came from some very hot vineyard where they don't pick the grapes by hand. They go through these big machines that basically shake the grapes off.
Who's buying a $6 bottle of wine?
Right.
Charlatan.
That's expensive.
Sounds like your sort of style.
Oh my God!
Whoa!
Look, I have an expensive palate, sissy boy. Don't you friggin'...
Whoa! Wow! Let's move on to the next caller. Holy shoot, Bob. Bob, what's your last name there, sir?
Thomas. It's Bob Thomas. I'm a fine lover of wine. I was just wondering what flavor would go good with a good date rape.
Oh, see, that's...
Richard, I apologize.
Can we just get
that's not
serious
cool.
questions only here?
That's not cool.
We need serious questions.
Sorry, Richard.
You guys have some intense listeners.
They
run the gamut, sir.
This hour of the morning,
they run the gamut.
it's a little crazy.
How about a little more about the book?
What do you want to know?
I don't know. Let's go to page 10 out of. Wait, page 10 is the end of the book. Wait a minute. Hold on a minute. Sorry. Page 7. Let's go to page 7.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
What's on page 7?
Hold on, I'm just picking one up right now.
Page 7. I see a steak. I see meat.
Yeah, it's like bacon, meat, butter, flowers, herbs,
There it is.
grass.
How does the
cat pee, it says.
What?
And then it says, no, really, cat pee.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
It says cat pee.
How is that?
Some Sauvignon Blanc smells like cat piss.
What?
True.
Why is that?
It's just what it does. Well, in France, what they do for the American market is they put a bunch of cats in the tank. They throw a whiz in there and they send it over and tell you it's good.
Come on.
No.
Come on. You're like a crazy person now.
Yeah. No, it really smells like cat pee. It does.
Really? And what is that makes it smell like
I'm
that?
starting to smell it.
Yeah.
You know, you guys should actually test this out on your wife tomorrow. You should bring home a bottle of Sauvignon Blanc. Get all fancy on her, and stick your nose in it, and say, just when she's feeling romantic, ask her if she smells the cat pee.
Wow.
Do it. It'll
right.
be impressive.
Okay.
You'll make her laugh.
How will this scratch and sniff portion of the book help people? How is that helping people with any type of wine selection or anything?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
So everything we think we taste, we really actually smell. We only taste sweet and sour and salty and bitter, and if you're lucky, you taste umami too.
Uh-huh.
But everything else we think we taste, we're actually smelling. So that's why the scratch and sniff thing works.
Uh-huh.
Gotcha.
And so when you scratch and sniff your way through the book, you know what you like and why you like it, and therefore what you should drink.
How accurate are the scratch and sniffs in the book as to the real life product?
That's a very good question.
I know.
Yeah, I think they're very accurate, and we spent a lot of time working on this. And the whole idea isn't to say like, okay, this is a cherry as you knew it as a kid. It's to say is to evoke a memory. You already know what a cherry tastes like, and you know what a blackberry tastes like.
Yes.
And so the idea is to get you thinking about what you like and what you don't like.
Right.
And that's what these are.
Do you remember the Scratch and Sniff Hustler back years ago? I remember Hustler put out a scratch and sniff of a vagina. And I was afraid to scratch and sniff.
Or Playgirl.
I was afraid.
Why were you afraid?
Well, I was afraid. I was like, I don't want to smell that.
What do they use to make it sound like
I was
vag?
35 years old.
What do you think they used to make it smell like vag in Hustle magazine?
They probably went to a hatchery and just dropped it in the water.
That reminds me, what wine goes with trout?
Was that an inspiration to you when you came up with your scratch and sniff book?
Yeah, good question.
It was not an inspiration, but I wish I could find one of those.
Yeah,
that'd be cool, right?
Got some of those around.
They never smelled good. They never smelled like real vag.
It was a perfume.
They always smell like dirty vages.
It was a perfume smell.
It was, right? That doesn't smell like really.
No, but if
if
you got an older Hustle, it really smelled like just dirty, musky.
Oh, like a basement.
Yes. Let me go to Jake in Staten Island. We're on with Richard Betts, who wrote a terrific book called The Essential Scratch and Sniff Guide to Becoming a Wine Expert.
You wake my kids, Jake.
You could get through this very
this
quickly.
guy being a smelling and tasting expert,
Yeah.
I have a serious question. I've taken some wine courses and some classes, and my question is, does pineapple actually make my semen taste good?
Oh, does pineapple?
It's not a bad question. I
don't know. You have
crazy.
to ask your wife. I'm not sure.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah.
There it is.
Richard don't play. Love it.
The zinger. Right there.
Let me say hi to Mr. Doghead in South Plainfield, New Jersey. Great. Right down the old turnpike. Mr. Doghead.
Yes, sir. How are you guys doing this morning? I have a question for Mr. Betts. He's a true inspiration to me.
Oh, okay.
And Mr. Betts, what I'm thinking about writing a book myself about wine, and I just want to know if you have any tips for me.
Do you have any tips for you? Keep it fun.
Keep it fun.
Keep it fun.
That's real sweet. Fuck you, you pussy.
Oh, man.
Dude.
What the? That was just...
That was
Guy
just
answers
mean.
your question, you just curse at him?
That was just mean. I'm sorry.
That was how
Richard.
I made a prank call like in 1980 when I was 12.
Then you quickly hang up because you're nervous.
I would call people and go, "Hi, are you home?" They'd go, "Yes," and I'd go, "I'm going to kill you," and I'd hang up. I'm not even kidding.
Richard, I got one problem with your book.
What's that?
One simple word.
What?
Illiterate.
Damn.
The word is Kindle. How do you do a scratch and sniff book if you read through your Kindle?
It just doesn't matter. The Kindle just doesn't apply. And that's totally okay.
That's it.
You're gonna have to get on Amazon and buy it.
I would just gather up all the things in the book in real life,
right?
And then you have the Kindle, and then you could just smell them around you. Might be a little expensive,
right?
Yeah,
but you could do it.
I don't understand.
Cat piss, it's easy.
I don't.
The box.
I don't understand. It says wine is a grocery, not a luxury. What does that mean?
It means you should drink lots of it all the time. Don't save it for special occasions.
A lot of people.
Wouldn't that make you an alcoholic, though?
No, it makes you fun.
What?
Then I guess I should start drinking a lot of wine.
I think you should. You guys need a wine sponsor for your show.
Do we? Yeah.
Need any sponsors for our show?
Yeah, that's
Catch a buzz,
true.
See what happens.
Catch a buzz. We do tequila and donut day on this show, sir.
That's fun. That's super fun. Good idea.
When Billy Joel scenes from an Italian restaurant comes up, do you just crank it like, yes, my jam?
He's talking about me.
Yeah,
I like wine, and this song's about wine.
I don't know, whatever kind of mood I'm in tonight.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's awesome. No, as a matter of fact.
Oh, you don't sing any karaoke?
Hey, guess what, though? I have to sign off because I have another one of you guys I have to talk to.
Another one of us guys.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
We're just all lumped together?
Radio show.
Oh, we're not. We're people with feelings over here, sir.
What radio show?
Someone in Milwaukee.
Oh, that's beer capital right there. You're going to have to sell them on wine.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Good luck.
I drink a lot of beer. It's all good.
Schlemiel, Schlemazel, Hassem Pfeffer Incorporated, my friend.
That's the one. Thanks for having me, guys.
Well, thank you, Richard Betts. Thank you.
Richard.
Yes.
All right.
Old
Tear it up.
What?
Tear it up.
Richard Betts.
Tear what up?
Your wife.
Your book?
Exactly. Tear it up and make it fit. You'll enjoy
Dickie
it.
Betts. Who's Dickie Betts?
Are you Dickie Betts from the Allman Brothers?
Richard Betts.
It's actually my mother's brother.
Your mother's brother is Dickie Betts.
Yep.
That's pretty cool.
Wait, is that true?
Uh-huh.
Dude, I love the Allman Brothers. Fuck the wine. Let's talk Allman Brothers.
Sorry, guys. I got to go.
Oh, man. How is that his mother's
We
brother?
were in Atlantic City, and he punched his wife in the face in a hotel room.
That's right. He's gone.
Probably drinking wine.
That went okay.
That was nice.
I realize as that's happening that I've just softened with age.
Yeah.
I can't be mean to people like I used to be.
Oh, Jimmy.
But no, it's not
It's
a moral.
adorable.
It's not a moral judgment. It's not like I'm
Yeah.
again. It just,
Yeah.
yeah. I cringe too fast now.
Yeah. Aw.
Menopause.
You know what it is? I think it is.
Menopause. I hear you.
Yeah.
He's a nice enough guy.
I don't think any of us can be.
Just with a dream and a book with 10 pages.
Yeah.
Puts out a fun book.
You think Opie put the point across that his book was too short?
Yeah.
You think that brief book.
It's 10 pages, and there's not even like anything on each page.
My favorite way you told him his book was too short was when he went, let's go to page 10, the last page.
Oh, that's the end of the book.
Oh, that's the end of the book.
Oops.
Yeah.
Look, one page just has cartoon pictures of 16 noses.
Noses
and
on it.
just a paragraph over here. Right? Look at this.
Yeah.
There's nothing to it.
That's really...
You think he's making a shitload of money off this?
No, who's buying it?
How much is the book?
Oh.
$19.99.
Damn.
That's not unreasonable for a book. I mean, that's probably why it's a few pages, though.
Well, they're thick pages to make it look like it might be 20 to 30 pages.
Yeah,
they're really thick pages.
Because it's cardboard.
Right.
I guess you can't have a page that bends. You
No.
have scratch and sniff stickers on them.
Yeah, you got to have some substance to it.
A child's book.
I swear to God, I could bring this home, and my kids would be fascinated by this. Because look, it's
very
just bright
colorful.
colors. That spells out fruit with actual fruit.
Scratch and sniff factor.
Right. You know what? I'm going to bring it home, and I'll have an update tomorrow. They're
Very
going to love
good.
this.
Let us know.
I'll tell them to scratch some shit.
Yeah.
Scratch
and
this,
smell it. Ew. Smells like Daddy's sweatpants.
It's a snow. It's a snow day too, so this won't take up a half hour.
Oh man, what do you just got to find things that take time? Is that your mission today?
Today's definitely babysitting.
Damn,
you got to occupy them constantly.
All day now, all day long, and you can't go out because it's shitty sideways snow, so you can't even like slide down a hill or nothing.
Today's supposed to be my big dentist day.
Yeah.
They called me yesterday and said, well, weather permitting.
Oh, forget it.
I don't need weather. I need my teeth.
You should never have to yell that.
No.
Jesus. All right, we're going to take a break and regroup with some other shit.
Right.
Stay there.
Opie and Anthony will be right back on Sirius XM. Stay tuned so they don't make fun of your mother.